obusinge mburire muta izoba rungi rya Rwamukaaga kandi izoba ryo kwimusya amaisho gaitu g'omwoyo kandi izoba rungi omumaisho ga Ruhanga izoba ry'obutambi kandi izoba ry'okureeba hari iwe weena ari omuka yawe, iwe ari aha murimo, iwe ari omu rugyendo, iwe ari aho ori hoona shitama okare kandi buzima tugireho twabaganaho omu kumanya okwetegyereza kw'ensi egi kandi orananye entumwa yawe Isarongo Natamba Masiko kiza amagundu g'okubanza Shambo Murara wa Mporo Munyiginya kandi watumirwe Ruhanga n'abakama b'ensi okwija okushobora aha muntu, okushobora aha mwoyo, okushobora aha nsi egi, okushobora otakazairwe, okushobora wazarwa, okushobora na waruga omu nsi omu, omwoyo gwawe gwemereire guta kandi iwe noogumanya ota ninga oyemereire ota ninga oriho ota. Nimbakiira ogundi omurundi izoba rungi ry'Owamukaaga kandi buzima izoba ryetaara. Nimbasiima ntiine bugarukiro ogunsiriza ahakuba nanye tindi muntu oyerorerwa kugira ngu nindeebeka buri izooba ningashi tinyerorerwa okuhikaho message omu inbox nkarahuka kugiigura baitu ebyo byona nahabwa volume y'abantu abinkuba nyine kandi ninshaba Ruhanga n'abakama b'ensi ngu omuri imwe andonderemu abaana b'oburyo abareije kungwasa omurimo kandi tukongera kuheereza abeerere b'ensi egi. Baitu nimbakiira mwena mwebare abaana abakwimuka mukaza aha mwanya ogu kandi mukataha eshaara kandi mukashaba n'ebyo ebimwine bikakira. Ninsiima n'abo abarikusiima nimbareeba mwija omu inbox yange buzima musiima kandi mujurira habw'ebyo ebimwehire omu mwanya ogu baitu orugyendo oru rwa Chwezi Empire Exodus kwiha yatandika ahi rubahikize kandi iwe otakatiireho omutima okwenda kumanya n'okwetegyereza orugyendo rwawe rw'omwoyo n'okuba kubaasa kwetunguura buzima ninkushaba ngu otandikire izooba oshabe Ruhanga okasheshe n'omwazyo gyezaho oshabe Ruhanga we ayimuke akwereka omuhanda ogwezire ogutiine kabara nakazirga. Mbwenu nabakiira kandi nabashabira izooba rungi okwimuka kw'omwoyo wanyu buzima Ruhanga abe niwe yakutamu amaani ge obusinge. So today I think I will be using much of English and mixing it with the Kinyankore because of the questions from the young boy in America who's asking questions and you want to know, understand your lineage, you want to understand tradition and culture, and I will be answering you but also mixing Kinyankore so that we can have an understanding on cross-border cultures and traditions. So you ask the question, what is the underworld OKUZIMU like? Nikusima munonga nabuuza ekibuuzo ngu ensi ey'ahansi ningashi ensi ey'okuzimu nesheta. And ekyo ekibuuzo n'ekibuuzo kirungi munonga kandi nimpamya ngu abantu abari omu ina Crystal Ray House nimwija kwongera okukyega munonga hati ninja kubarabira haiguru kugira ngu mugireho basics z'okukimanya ningashi okukyandastandinga. The underworld ningashi the OKUZIMU you are trying to ask is a foundation of everything that exists on the upper world or on the earth. Without the underworld, the upper world can never exist. Without the underworld, agriculture cannot exist. Without the underworld, humanity cannot exist. Without the underworld, nothing living can exist. So ahansi aha ho kureba okuzimu omu itaka haba hatariho iwe omuntu torikubaho, ebyokurya tibirikubaho, buri kimwe tikikabaho. The underworld is the creation of the universe. The underworld is the source of the creation. The underworld is the only thing that can support creation. And how? Ahansi okuzimu oku, embibo y'ekicoori, embibo y'ebihimba, embibo y'oruro, the seeds of the maize, the seeds of the beans, the seeds of the millet, for them to have life, a plant life, they are put underworld to get life. Ezenjuma zaza kuha ningashi zaza kugera amagara nizibanza zazikwa in the underworld. Haza zicheza kuzikwa zimera amaizi agara underworld gazamu zimera zigira a life in the upper world of singe. Eitininye nkwine omwerere wawe ES Natamba Masiko Magundu, kandi ningezaho kushobora kurgira habuzo by'omwerere ubwo wahigura. So the underworld is a replica of what happens on the earth. When the underworld is toxic, the earth becomes toxic. So we need to learn a lot on how we can protect the underworld without specifically harming us, the creation. Because all mankind creation, all godly creation begins underworld. Even the human beings creation started underworld. N'omuntu okuhangwa akatandikira ahansi okuzimu. Ate abantu baza kwija baheza debate zibatarikumanya. Wazomba ibone kugira ngo hanga akakwata itaka. Ibumba yari ebumba mwekeshe cye yaritamu mwise yahise ngo itaka rikanda rigahita hansi tokuzimu. When we follow the Bible, it tells us that God used clay to make man, and man was made, and breath was put into that man, and there be life, and life was. So the underworld hokugamba ng'okuzima abantu bo bateekateeka sitaani. Konka underworld omuntu ogora aije kufuna lectures za inner crystal house ezobuna obuna, you will understand the underworld and how to use it. Ncho ky'orikureebera in inner crystal house ntu advising abantu ngu borukasheshe waba nobaasa libata hansi na nebigere oshaba amaani garahanga against it. So that is the underworld, my young brother. That's little I can tell you about underworld. So underworld is the replica of upper world, of this world we are in. Tariho kimera kyakumera kitabandiza okuzimu. Niwo omuntu nibakuziika bacheza kuziika omuzimu gwawukurugamu guza omuntu ijo omuntu orikwija kuza kubaho. Ahakuba twena nk'okuturuhaha twena emizimu etirimu ekabanza yaziikwa. Ahakuba tinkureebamu omuntu ori aho ori omu lineages y'emizimu ei bahangire first etaraziikirwe eyaryo omu Ruhanga direct. Twena turi omu generation z'abantu abafiire bakagaruka bakimukira omuri itwe. So as I'm talking, we as people who are here living, We are a replica of those people that died and their souls reincarnated in us, because I'm not seeing any one of us here who possesses a direct spirit, a direct soul from God. We are all a generation of people who died and their souls reincarnated in us. So you asked a question, ninga shuwagarka wabuze kibuzo, ebibuzo n'ebibuzo bikuru, waheza kubuza ngu what is the underworld okuzimu like? Wagarka wabuze ekibuzo ngu ensi y'abafu okuzimu nekishaki? Wagarka wabuze ekibuzo ngu what do the worshippers think happens when you die? Wagarka wabuze ekibuzo ngu abaramya abacwezi nibateekateeka ngu waafa nahabahuki? Wagarka wabuze ekibuzo ngu noikyereza ngu hariho iguru na gehena nk'omukristaayo n'abasiraamu? Wagarka wabuze ekibuzo do you believe in reincarnation like Buddhists or Hindus? Ngu noikyereza omukuzaarwa busya nka Buddha n'abahindu? So thank you very much, Best Bataka, for the questions. I wonder where you got the Chinyankore version of questions. Hope you understand the questions you did post on the platform. But those are very great questions, and believe me, the questions you asked are what everyone who is a believer, whether you are from traditions, whether you are from Catholics, whether you are from Muslims, whether you are from Buddhists, this is a question everyone wants to know. And these are questions we will explore deeply in our inner crystal ray house. So ekibuuzo ebyabuuzo ebyo n'ebibuuzo by'omutaano munonga kandi ebirikwetengwa kumanywa nkimwe abatabaazi okwengera okwetegereza. Ebi n'ebibuuzo ebyotariije kushanga omu ndembo. These are questions you can never get their explanations from the ndembo because they need a deeper educational understanding. Ebibuuzo mbyetenga okushomaho omuntu oshomera ekindi nanoine okwetegereza. Omuntu otashomera ebibuuzo takubigarukamu ahakuba natakubyetegereza. So nkuzagarukamu ebiwabuuza byona it is true. Itwenka Crazy Empire nitwikyereza omu life after death, twikyereza omu magara bwa nyuma y'ekibiri kyaheza kufa, kandi nitwikyereza ngu okuzimu eky'omujungu yatugambiiremu kuri tukokire ahakuba buriire abantu baba bagambira okuzimu bo bamanya ngu ni gehena. Actually habayo gehena yona. There is nothing like hell. Hell is within you. Heaven is within you. Never think of hell outside of you. Never think of heaven outside of you. Gehena na neiguru biriyo muri iwo muntu, biriyo muri iwe bitaha. Umwana yabuze ekibuuzo ngu nahabaho kiwaheza kufa ngu what happens when you die? What happens when you die? The choice you took when you were on earth is what gives you what happens. If you chose to steal, if you chose to bewitch people, if you chose to be jealous, if you chose to live in anxiety, if you chose to be a sadist, if you chose to be a bad person, that is the journey you chose of hell on earth. That means you are living in hell. And when you die, you keep in hell. You keep suffering. Your soul will keep suffering even after death. For your body will just perish, but your soul will keep on suffering the things you gave it when you were alive. And that is the exact meaning of hell. Ekina ninjeza okushobora omwerero ogu ekyori kukora omunsi omu gehena na neiguru biri omuri itwe. kandi ko kufa ikiri kubaho icyo kubokozera umunsi omu nicyo cyo kugenda nacyo haze icyo kugenda nacyo iguru yawe norukora wayikiriza kuba umushuma ukaba umunyitema ukaba umutongani ukaba umwisi ukaba sitani ukaba buri kimwe cyona nkimanisa ngo omumagara g'obuntu notura omugehena abantu bingi nibatamburira omugehena ngo bakukimanya bo bateekateeka ngu orafe nibwo oraze kugireebwa no it is wrong notamburira omugehena aha kugira ngu oshaziremu kutamburira omu negative life haza ko kufa ekyo kyohurira nibagira ngu nanka nigehena ko kufa nogumizamu nobonabona n'ebibi byawe nogumizamu omwoyo gwawe ningashi the soul ningashi omuzimu guryaguma nogubonabona n'obushuma bwawe guryaguma n'itima ryawe tugurugira busingi nkoko otiine busingi omunsi omu nikoko otarugira nikoko omwoyo gwawe gutarugira obusingi. But when you choose to be a holy person, and holiness starts with the foundation of love and compassion. When you choose to love each other, when you choose unity, when you choose peace, when you choose development, when you choose empathy on this earth, when you choose the best of the families, of your body, of love, that means you chose the negative heaven life living within you. In our house, our inner crystal ray house, the word crystal means you are inner divine. It means you have chosen to awaken your inner divine, for the heaven lives with you on earth, and for when you will die, you will live in that peace, love, and harmony. For when your soul will reincarnate, it will reincarnate with the same attributes you did serve it when you were living of Sinje. So ekina ningezeho kumugambira ogw'omwerere wayikiriza rukundo ukikiriza embabazi za Ruhanga zikataha omutima gwawe ukikiriza ebirungi bya Ruhanga ukikiriza okuyamba abandi ukikiriza development ningashi entunguka omureiwe nkimanyisa ngu hati notamburira omu iguru ryawe haza iguru ryawe riri aha mutima aha kuba hariho akakantu akitweta ngu ni Yesu ubwo w'abajungu ningashi love and compassion ningashi urukundo n'okukunda okurukuhererekayo okwaha mutima ningashi intimacy kukagira wakadevelopinga aha mutima gwawe hato imusi y'amaani gawe go kwera ag'omwoyo rukwera hato tamburira omu iguru omunsi omu nkyokureebera omuntu ng'omura batagira tubambe sore omwanya gwowe okumugira ngu sore okimura batatusora ate atubambe atuwotandebire konka omuntu oine sitaani naza kugira ati ekifiire kyande batarakyo nakuteera oruhi omuntu otiine sitaani orikutamburira omu iguru ri aha mutima gwe naza kwebuuza takakujumire naza kugira ati hati mushaija akawanda bata waba otandebire ki buzima turamugarike mukubi iryo ngiguru haza na wafu omwoyo gwawe nigwija kushemera omuzimu gwawe nigwija kushemera nagwaba nigugaruka omu baana bawe ningashomba ijuru nigugarukamu n'ebyo ebintu na rukundo. So abariyo mu ishomero ry'ite rya gurupe ege ndijo nituzayo twaheza kubanza twachekingwa because tuburi omwe ngo noteeka kuzo mu gurupe egyo abantu bakira kwija groups ija nebyabo umuntu this is choose empire okujebembera nomwe kunko umuntu narugokwe aija ngo arimo nashomese ebye ngo nayenda ngo abantu abagira ati nati hatoshanga n'umuntu yatandika kuresa abantu rucoza kandi gurupe ryemo ati oreba ngo omwago rwana n'abantu ronda aba bari kubanyesha bari kuronda bato mu gurupu ibaraje kushoma ebintu ebyo bikabaho umugisha then bakagaruka bakegesa ababorjanje. So nitwegese ebintu ebyo deeply nanoko twakubasa kubito mu nkora. So what is underground, what is heaven, what is hell, ekyo nicyo kirukumanyisa. So omwana ebiwana obuuza ebyebuuzo ebya underground, those are great questions. Ebyo omunju eyiteria ya inner crystal house tujja kubyegaho twabana twegaha obuna nibwija kuba nibukwata aha nshonga ina ezibisaho enseegi omu mwoyo. Obuna naruhanga omwoyo, naruhanga omwana, naruhanga ishiitwe, naruhanga maamiitwe. I'm trying to tell you that we shall study deeply that topic you asked under our house, inner crystal house, and we shall be studying the quaternity, which the religions said it is the Trinity, but in Chinese Empire it is the quaternity, because we are fighting for the restoration of the feminine spirit gender, which is the fourth in that line. So lastly, yes, in Chinese Empire we believe in reincarnation, because the souls that exist in earth, all of us in the universe existed before. So nitwikyereza omu kugaruka kubaho, omu kuzaarwa busiya, ahakuba emyoyo eturimu ekaba yabaire hiiraniira kandi yiija yatugarukamu yajwara ebibiri ebitwine, kandi ebyo ebibiri obwire ko burije kuhika nabyo mbyija kufa, nibiza okuzimu nibikora maniwa, nibiyamba abandi kwimuka, ahakuba okuzimu tazayo omuzimu ningashi tazayo the soul. Ekibiri nikyo kibaziika, then omwoyo waawe asigara omu mwanya ogu nayenda atambura, asigara omu mwanya ogu hakuba ensi egi erimu emyanya ekuhuumurwamu ey'emyoyo. So omwoyo gwawe gwaba gwabaire guri omu binanagambireho ahaiguru, ori omushuma, ori omwangi, ori omurogi, omwoyo gwawe nigwija kuyayaana, niguteeza koda omu myoyo ehuriire, nibaguterera aha mpaka abantu abaawe kubargira obwenge abakuba bahuriire babaasa kukorera emigyenzo, ebyo ebintu bikakurugaho, iwe omwoyo gwawe gukakiirwa omuri aba abarungi. Kyo orikureebera nituza aha kanisa kushaba, nituza omu ndembo kushaba, okwe niyo emyoyo emirungi etaaha. Kanguhe example. If I go to an example, you were asking about where the souls go or where the heaven is. And I told you about what you do in this universe, and what you do is what makes you heaven or hell. I was trying to explain that when you die, it is only the shape that goes down in the underworld and makes manure for the next living things. For your soul can never go underworld, because it keeps in space to occupy the space which you people call heaven. So when it occupies space, when your soul or your omuzimu occupies space, it will be determined on what you did when you were alive in some shape. If you were a thief, if you were a killer, if you were a bad person, your soul in space will never get peace, because it will be chased by those souls that are good, and those souls that are very holy and innocent. How I want to tell you where heaven is by using examples. People have been asking themselves questions. When you die, where do you go? Where is heaven? Heaven is on earth. Heaven is on space. What are examples of heaven is on space? When we are seeking for God, when we are seeking for the holiness, Where do we go? We go in sacred places where there are trees. We go to churches. We go to mosques. We go in Ndembo. What do we go to find in those places? Do we go to find the reverends, the bahereza, the wafumu, do we go to find those people, or we go to find the God and the holy powers in those places? And what are those holy powers we find in those places? Hello. Those who want to know heaven, heaven is here. The powers we search for in those places are those people that died and reincarnated as good holy people. Are those powers the religion, the Christians, they go search for the power of Jesus, which is in those places? For he died and came back as holy in the space. For those who believe in Bachwezi, we go to look for Ndahora. We go to Bigo bya Mugenyi to search on Mugenyi, the Kagoros, because they exist there. When they disappeared, it is where they are. We go there to seek for their protection and for their guidance. So where do you want heaven? Also, when you die and you were a good follower of Kagoro, you were a good follower of Jesus, you were a good follower of Karisa, you were a good follower, where you will be replaced also. Your family members will go there and pray, and you give them what they want. That's why when somebody wants to be a devil worshipper or a bad energy worshipper, they will also go in places which have all those souls, because that is where they are kept in space. You will go to places where, for example, we have places in this universe. You were asking, where is that house that has those souls or what? We have spaces in this world where you go and you know that the energies there are bad. You're going to get bad energy which you will use badly from those places. That is the hell. That is, hell is on earth. Heaven is on earth. No one should ever tell you lies about heaven and hell. We live with that, both in life and both after death. Ikintu ngeze kushobora mwerere iguru ririhwaha tutura nariyo. Iguru tutura nariyo magara, tutura nariyo omu baganyuma y'amagara gaitu gaheza kurugaho. Ani ngezeho kumushobora example ya heaven neha. Twena kutukugira ebizubu hariho emyanya itukuzamu kuza kushaba, kandi nibatugambira ngo eje emyanya kutuza kuza kushaba ngo hariyo ruhanga, kandi uruhanga rwo twantuza kuronda twenda ngo ebizubu byite birigeho. Tuzo mu makanisa tushanga Yesu w'abajungu kandi atereza ebizubu byitu, akaba ariyo muntu yafa omwoyo gwe nigutambira mu myanya yona ey'abantu bamutebekanisiizemu kumushabiramu. Kutukuzomba Chwezi, Ndahora, Mugenyi, Kagoro, bona tuza bigo bya Mugenyi tugire kusherera ki? Tugire kusherera embabazi za Ruhanga n'amagara. Bakaba bari abantu babura emyoyo yabo yaguma mu nsomo, w'abantu wenda omwoyo gwabo aho uri kumutebekanisiza niho harakushange okamushaba. Manya eryo n'iguru, tariho erindi iguru eryo rije kuronda. Uko uri kufa omwoyo gwawe eki wagukorire kiri omu kibiri, ekibiri ekiri kufa kikagaruka okuzimu kikajunda kikakora amaniwa y'ebindi ebintu tikiine mugasho. Omwoyo gwawe nigwimuka gukazaga kuzimu, tariho omwoyo ninga omuzimu ogwaragiire okuzimu. Omuzimu niguguma omu mwanya, haza gukyeza guma omu mwanya guza omu myanya egyo. Gwaba ori omushuma, waba ori omwiso ori omurogi, niho okushanga ngo omuntu yaza Tanzania kurogesa, ngo omuntu yaza ow'omufumu kurogesa, egyo emyoyo niyo erikuza. Abafumu bakagirundanda omu mwanya gumwe, ahasigara abafumu bakafumura, ahasigara abashuma bakashumura, ahasigara abisi bakita nicyo kusangira ngo hariho umwanya ngo hangwe imodoka kwiye kwikaho ngwaho hatahana habaho accidents hariho emyoyo ya gehena eyi mu rugamba ngiye koresa accidents emyoyo y'iguru kumushaba mwagezaho mukazo umwanya ubwo mukashaba mukakora rucuruzi iki kintu nikirugaho hakuba namwamwagiza amani so eje myoyo neba yaza kuburabura eruko ronde nyanye ndije yarazemo so eryo ni ryiguru kandi niyo gehena mureke kwebe ihangu hari yiguru ngo manyane rishaki no mutandike muko riguru ryanyeje shaha iguru ryawe necyo wakwereze shaha eze shaha magundu ndiye ningo riguru ryanjye aha kuba ndiye nimba shomesa ukumanya no kwetegereza oburugo no buvu enza hinendaga osi so abakuzo machachi abakuzo mu ndembo abari kuzanka hona n'umwana murondi iguru aha kuba abantu abafira bezire nimwe bari abari kuzo masaba mabi akahara amasaba abafuma abezera abatarabafi abari kuzo nyanya ya stani abari kuza kurogesa abari kuzo majini nimwe n'umwana muzo munse ya gehena kuzakoronde mu kwenda kwibisi hangana bakamabeza babampero musha tucyagaruka ntugomezamu ababa kwenda ukweyongera kwega ibiri kusingaha nija kutushanga muri na Crystal Ray House usingera hanga bampero rwa mukagarungi mani